Okay. Can
Okay.
you see the slide with my picture? Yes. Okay.
I can see your picture. Yes.
Okay. So let's start with my presentation. So thank you, first of all, for having me again. I'm Valentina. I'm e-commerce manager of Pelliconi. And today I'm here to tell you the story of Pink, which is a brand of Pelliconi Group. And we brought e-commerce into the world of craft beverage producers. And today I want to tell you about this project. So first of all, a quick glance at Pelliconi, who we are. We are the global leader in beverage closures. We produce more than 32 billions of cups every year, and we serve the biggest beverage brands worldwide. If you had an Heineken, Asahi, Carlsberg, the chances are that the cup was made by us. But despite this big achievement and our worldwide presence, we were missing out an entire market segment. And I'm talking about the small craft beverage producers. These are independent breweries, wineries, kombucha makers, and they have really different need from our regular or standard clients. The biggest difference is about the batches, so about the quantity, the average order quantity that they want. Because when we talk about regular Pelliconi customers, we talk about millions or billions of crowns per year. But when we talk about small beverage producers, their average order value is 30,000 pieces, 100,000 pieces per year. So that's the reason why, to answer this market need, that it's an increasing trend, we developed a brand, which is Pink. So Pink is the brand I work on. It's a brand of Pelliconi Group, and it was created to offer customized packaging to craft drinks producer and we decided to sell these products through e-commerce. So it's a brand new technology matched with a brand new way to sell the products, brand new for Pelliconi, which didn't have an e-commerce B2B platform before Pink. So today I want to tell you a bit about this project and also of the benefits we had and of the challenges that we faced. We faced two major challenges. So the first one was developing a new technology. And the second challenge was, of course, the fact of enabling a B2B digital commerce and to match it with traditional sales structure. Let's start with the technology. You can see here in the picture, what you can see in the picture is our printing machine that works more or less like the one you have in the office, despite the fact that it prints on metal. So our traditional production is designed for large volumes, and we start from metal sheets and we paint them, we bake them, we cut them, and finally we turn them into cup. With Pink, we made a very big change. So we start from the cup and we print directly on the metal cup in a similar way to the process that you use at home or in the office when you print on a paper sheet. And developing this technology was not easy. We faced a lot of channel. It took months to find the right partner to develop this technology. And then it took over a year of testing to meet the Pelliconi quality standards. And last but not least, of course, we started with a prototype and we had to scale this up to industrial volumes. So it was a long process. It took us years to get there, but in the end, we made it. And second challenge we faced was, of course, the one I told you before. So the e-commerce challenge, which is the focus of this webinar today. So I want to go through this slide in detail, also to connect to some themes that emerged before during our discussion. So we talked about one big issue that was integrated e-commerce into the company structure. And in our case, we found a slightly different solution. So we decided to create a separate division dedicated to e-commerce. So if you look at this slide, on the left side, you can find the traditional Pelliconi sales structure, and on the right side, you can find the pink structure. So to scale up, to be quick, to be fast, to hit the market in a quick way, we decided to keep the two things separate for the moment. One question for the future might be to integrate the two things together and integrate the traditional sales channel to the digital one. But for the moment, the two things are apart, and this was really helpful for us to scale up in a quick way. So Pelliconi is a traditional company. As I said, we were founded in 1939, so it's been 85 years that we are on the market, and we have a really strong brand awareness. So the traditional sales channel is through exhibition, through one-to-one call with the customers. We have really structured clients. With Pink, we had to be different since the very beginning. So also the lead generation process must be different, had to be different from the beginning, because we had to find new customers that were not the traditional ones of the company. So we started to go to trade shows, we started to purchase databases, we started with Google Ads, with SEO. This is something normal for an e-commerce business, but was not normal for us. So that's why I told you we created a dedicated team to work on all these aspects that were brand new for the company. Also, the second phase, so the one of consideration and preference, is really different in Pelliconi compared to Pink, because there is in Pelliconi there is a work of key account management. The customer calls us or email us, while in Pink we decided to push a lot the email channel through CRM. So Pelliconi uses the CRM as a sale tool, but we decided to use the CRM to cover all the other purchase steps. For example, we built automated email workflows to guide the customers through the buying processes. So we contact them when they make the first website visit. We contact them when they sign up for the newsletter, when they abandon the cart. We send a post-purchase survey, and all these workflows, again, were brand new for the company. We also decided to be really smart, so the client can contact us through social Instagram. I'm thinking about Instagram or Facebook, or they can contact us through WhatsApp. And again, this is an innovative way of getting in touch with the customer. The purchase phase was renovated as well, because we have a B2B e-commerce platform. When we began, we thought that the customers would have purchased on their own. So the idea was a customer goes on the Pink website, place an order for the cups, we print the cups, and we deliver the cups to the final customers. We discovered at the very beginning that the B2B customers still want to have real contact with someone. So the human support is still present, is still necessary. And even if we find differences depending on the geographic area. For example, if you talk about USA or Canada or north of Europe, they are more mature market. So some customers do the order on their own. They discover Pink, they decided to place an order, they pay with credit card, and we wake up one day and there's a new order on the website. But if you talk about Southern Europe, Italy especially, lots of customers still want to contact the salesperson before placing the order. So the key in the purchase phase for us was flexibility. We decided to take the human approach and take the e-commerce approach and merge them together. So our e-commerce platform is flexible in this sense. So the customer can place the order on himself, or we can place the order on the behalf of the customer. And this was a key for success, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to scale up the business. And last but not least, also the loyalty phase was automated through CRM, as I told you before. So after the purchase, the customer receive automated emails with surveys, and also an email after a few months to a reminder to reorder the cups if he ran out of the cups. And again, this is really different from the Pelliconi traditional channel, in which the area manager calls the customer to understand if he needs to place a new order. Next step and next point is again something we already mentioned today in our webinar, because it's a really important point. The system integrations. System integrations were crucial for us because they are what stays behind the customer experience. So when you go on a website and you have a really smooth experience, you are satisfied with your purchase, is because the system integrations work well. You can't see it, but everything went smooth because of them. You notice when something is not working properly. So again, all the system integrations that an e-commerce requires were brand new for the company, because all the steps that you can see in this slide usually happen manually. So if a traditional Pelliconi customer places an order, there's a phone call to the salesperson, then someone manually inserts the order into SAP, then someone manually sends the artwork approval to the customer, then there's another manual process to step up and go to the production phase, and then all the logistics phase is handled manually. Here, everything, all the systems are integrated in a smooth way. It took years to get to this point. Right now, everything works properly, but it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy for two main reasons. So the first is that we are delivering customized product. So the e-commerce had to be integrated with the printing machine, with the software that regulated the printing machine. And this wasn't easy because it's a really customized phase. We had to customize a lot. And another point is that the Pink size is really different from the Pelliconi size, as I said before. So some aspects like logistics and invoicing were difficult to handle internally. We are talking about a lot of big orders, a lot of small orders, and a lot of invoices every month. So we had to take a strategic decision. We decided to outsource part of this strategy, and this was key to our success again, because we found a partner. We decided to outsource logistics and invoicing, and it was the right decision. But at the same time,
Valentina,
yes.
I'm very, very sorry to interrupt you, but we are a bit in a hurry and you are a bit late. May I ask you to go quickly to your conclusion? Sorry for that.
Yes, sure, no problem. It's the last slide.
I'm very sorry.
No problem. Okay, so again, yes, we found a strategic partner to outsource this activity, and this was the right choice. But again, it took a lot in system integration. Last slide. This is one of the last slides. So just to give you a quick glance about Pink and our results, and this is my final conclusion of the presentation. So to give you an idea about what's next, these 2 points are dedicated to technology. So the Pink technology allowed us to develop a new kind of technology for the company. It was a market test that went well, and we decided to move forward. On the other hand, we are also discussing about integrating, automating the digital processes. So the experience in e-commerce opened our eyes, and we decided to bring some of the automation to the other production processes that we now have. And with this, I have ended my presentation today. So thank you.
Valentina, thank you very much. You were